Hello, good morning. As you guys can see from the title of the video, I wanted to just sit down and kind of just get ready and kind of be a little bit more honest. Yeah, I wanted to sit down and actually just get ready together as I kind of explain and talk to you guys about what's been going on, how I've been feeling, and just being completely honest, kind of more for myself. That's gonna be today's video, so let's get started. I actually wanted to create this video, kind of got inspired by Jay actually, because Jay was kind of the one that was asking me, like, he asked me like, why do you not make videos anymore? Used to make videos all the time. And I kind of thought about it and I was like, you're right. The last video I posted was in last year, beginning of December, and also I was kind of going through like my memory file and I just realized like I have no footage. I barely have any footage from 2019. I still made videos in 2019, but I felt like it kind of plateaued the farther 2019 got. And I wanted to talk about why and what's been happening. 2020 January honestly has been really rough. I feel like it's just been chaos with everything that's been happening, like kind of in the world as well as just in my personal life. Basically, I think I kind of stopped vlogging my life and kind of sharing the process of what I'm going through and being just open and vulnerable, mostly because I was kind of embarrassed. To give you a little bit of context, I finished school for my UX UI bootcamp and I made a career change in my life in around September. And that was about a couple of months ago. And I think for me, I had very high expectations of like, okay, I'm gonna be getting a job within a couple of months and then I'm gonna be working and then I'll be saving. But some time has flown by, and it has been more than a couple of months, I think, in my opinion, for my personal standards. And I am still kind of exploring and interviewing. I'm currently been job searching, and I think it shouldn't be as sensitive as I think it is, but I just feel like for me, I'm more disappointed, and like I felt more kind of disappointed in myself. And something about me is I am extremely hard on myself, I think, sometimes to the point where it's very detrimental. I feel very guilty in a lot of ways. Basically guilty in a way where if I'm out for a long period of time or if I'm having fun, I feel very guilty about it. Like, I shouldn't be having fun. Like, you shouldn't be spending your time like this. Like, you should be spending your time working or finding a job or figuring out your life. Like, how could you go to Disneyland or how could you spend the whole day with your friends? And so, in that sense, I feel like I've kind of stopped vlogging. I kind of felt like I shouldn't show certain things in my life, especially when I'm in this stage of my life. And for those of you guys who are job searching, like, I'm sure you guys know how hard it is. Of course, I'm not saying that I won't ever get a job, and I think I always remind myself, like, Grace, I know it's hard and I know it's like the job process is difficult and it's always difficult for people, but you're not going to be jobless forever, and I completely believe that. The main reason I feel like I wasn't vlogging is kind of just I had a lot of expectations of myself, and I had a lot of guilt in making these videos when I should be kind of directing my time and efforts onto something else, because making videos takes a lot of time. And even making videos, like, I felt guilty because it was like you're concentrating so much on your vlog and when you should be job applying or, you know, picking up new skills. That's kind of why I've been a little MIA, and it's made me kind of sad because I look back and I think, wow, like, you used to make videos all the time and this was your hobby, and suddenly your hobby became something that you can't do because you're so focused on finding your career. I think there needs to be a healthy balance of both. Like, you should have time for your hobbies and the things you love to do, but also your career. That's kind of where I've been. So towards the latter half of 2019, I think I started realizing, like, I struggled with anxiety. I started getting like some strange symptoms and just strange body like behavior that I've never experienced before. For instance, like, if I was lying in bed suddenly I would feel like my heart rate would be slowing down and it would get really hard to breathe. I remember there was a moment where I like woke up my parents and I was like, hey, like I think I need to go to the hospital because I can't breathe properly. But when they checked my pulse, it was completely normal and completely fine. And I later realized like that those are signs of kind of like a panic attack. Kind of was like the first time in my life where I've ever felt like actual symptoms of what it feels like to feel anxiety in the fullest force. There was a lot of things that I learned and a lot of reasons why I felt like I pushed off the things I loved. To be honest, like it was really disheartening and I think a little discouraging, and it was difficult. I think I felt very alone in like the beginning of the year. I didn't feel joy, and I know that's such a weird thing, but there's a lot of reasons why I felt like I wanted to hide instead of show my emotions and kind of be honest. I realized for me, like, I guess I don't really like showing weakness to people. I think I'm realizing it's okay. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to have anxiety. It's okay to be still searching for a job, because a lot of people are going through that and a lot of people do struggle with that and a lot of people are going through the ups and downs of life, and that's just how things are, and it's fine to go through them. And for a while I felt like I was telling myself it's not okay to be having fun and going out when you don't have X, Y, and Z. I think I've come to the point where I'm accepting like, hey, this is my situation, this is where I'm at. It doesn't mean that I'm not gonna get a job in the future. It doesn't make me any less important or any less valuable than someone who does have a job or someone who does not have anxiety. I think I'm just trying to come to terms with being vulnerable and open and remembering and telling myself like, do the things you love, especially when you can, especially when you have time, and especially when those moments and memories will fade and you have nothing. Looking back at my memory card, and I compile it into like years, and looking back at 2019 and the fact that I barely like took photos and I barely took videos, it made me really sad. And I compared it to the files in like 2016, 2017, where I have like hundreds of files, hundreds of video clips, and I really want to keep that alive. Like, even though I am getting older, I want to still remember like, hey, you can still have fun, you can still be young, you can still do the things that you want to do. I'm basically making this video kind of to tell myself, hey, Grace, keep making videos, keep doing you, and things will happen like with time. It's not gonna stay like this forever, so I want to stay confident in that. And with that being said, I hope to make more videos in 2020. Stay inspired and stay driven in, yes, my career and yes, my goals in life, but also not without forgetting like, hey, you can still do your hobbies, do what you love, because there is no age where that stops and should stop. So I just want 2020 to be a year where I don't look back and think, oh, I should have kept more memories or I should have made more things. So yes, 2020 January was rough. I'm sure it was rough for a lot of people. I want to say for the rest of 2020, I want it to be positive and I want to do my best to stay positive and with a positive outlook, and most importantly, to document my life during this current time. Also, for those of you guys who have left topics that you guys want to talk about, I have not forgotten about them and I still have them, and I am going to try to tackle all of them as soon as possible. Some of them was like relationship questions and stuff, so I want to do that with Jay actually, so those videos will be coming soon, hopefully. But I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thank you guys again so much if you guys watched this video, and I will see you guys very, very soon. So see you in the next one.